Well, it's said that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, that's especially true when it comes to gardeners and their plants. And most of the gardeners that I've talked to have agreed that this fall has been a spectacular display of fall color. And of course, each fall depends on certain conditions, and those conditions are the shorter days and the cooler temperatures and any kind of moisture that we might get during that transition period, or any stress that the trees have. And those conditions together basically encourage the chemicals to start changing the colors of the foliage. And again, this fall, because we've had a cool fall without it turning too awfully cold, the colors again have just been breathtaking. Now I tell you, if you've not been out in your own landscape to look around, you'll be quite surprised at the different kind of fall contributions that many other plants are making too, both perennials and woody ornamentals. And I want to show you some unique ones here in our studio gardens that are really offering a lot of uniqueness and color. And one that I don't think most people would ever think of would be blackberries, or the brambles. And this is the Shawnee cultivar, and you can see the foliage, especially on the ones here on the end, are just turning a brilliant reddish orange, even a deep purple color. And it's really starting to show nicely. And again, not one that we would think of very often as adding fall color to the landscape, especially from a small fruit standpoint. But you know, blueberries and even the currants can also add a lot of unique fall color. Now back in our perennial beds, we have a ground cover basically called plumbago, or leadwort. And this one actually grows in part shade to full sun. It offers us really nice blue flowers during the summer, late summer, a nice display of blue color. But then the flowers turn into this kind of a burnt brownish color of seed pod that's real attractive. And then the foliage this time of year turns a maroon purplish color. And so it really offers a lot. I wish it was a little bit more adapted to our conditions and would spread a little bit more, but the versatility of the plant is quite impressive. Then, as far as woody ornamentals go, dogwoods in our landscape this year have just been phenomenal. Not only do they have a lot of fruit set on them with the red berries, which the birds really enjoy, but the foliage again has just been unreal as far as the reds and the burnt orange colors and the purples. And we have one in our landscape that we're really pleased with. But again, there's all kinds of dogwoods. There's the tree forms, which are the Cornus florida, but then there's the shrubby types, and we've got all of them again offering some unique color. One that I think is catching on more and more each fall is another deciduous shrub called burning bush. It's actually a euonymus. Alata is the species. It's deciduous, but the fall color on it is just unreal, and it's starting to drop the leaves now, but a lot of fall color. It's a moderate to slow grower, and again, it's not really got a lot of scale problems like so many of the other euonymus plants that we can grow in the landscape. Another interesting one is crepe myrtle, which is also a deciduous shrub, can be a small tree even in certain parts of Oklahoma. We of course know it for its brilliant summer flowers that go right up until late summer in shades of pink, purple, reds, and whites. But have you ever noticed the fall color that crepe myrtles can also offer too? And we've got some scattered throughout the landscape with a little bit of color just starting to show up. But I tell you again, go out in your landscape and look at each plant individually. Not only can you get good ideas, but it's a great time again to still go and visit those garden centers, because many of the plants can still be planted successfully this fall. So if you're into fall color and that refreshing feeling it gives you, get out and look around, and you'll be surprised at all the neat things there are to offer in your landscape this fall.